Welcome to this algebra lesson on the distributive property. This is one of the most fundamental tools you will use in math to simplify expressions. Today, we will break down exactly how it works, why it works, and how to use it correctly without making common mistakes. So, what exactly is the distributive property? In simple terms, it is a rule that lets you multiply a sum by multiplying each addend separately and then adding the products. If you have a number sitting right outside a set of parentheses, you distribute, or give, that number to everything inside. Let's visualize this using an area model. Imagine a large rectangle with a height of A. The total width is split into two parts, B and C. To find the total area, you can multiply the height A by the total width, B plus C, or you can find the area of the two smaller rectangles separately, a times B and a times C, and add them together. Both methods give you the exact same result. Let's apply this to real numbers. Suppose we have 3 times the quantity 4 plus 2. Following the distributive property, we take the 3 and multiply it by the 4, and then take the 3 and multiply it by the 2. This gives us 12 plus 6, which equals 18. You might be wondering, why not just add the numbers inside first? You absolutely can when you have only numbers. Using the order of operations, 4 plus 2 is 6, and 3 times 6 is 18. As you can see, the distributive property gives us the same answer, confirming that it is mathematically valid. But here is the catch. In algebra, we often deal with variables. Look at this expression, 2 times the quantity x plus 3. We cannot add x and 3 because they are not like terms. This is where the distributive property becomes a superpower. We multiply 2 times x to get 2x and 2 times 3 to get 6. The simplified result is 2x plus 6. Things get a little tricky with negative numbers. If you have negative 4 times the quantity x plus 5, you must distribute the negative 4 to both parts. Negative 4 times x is negative 4x, and negative 4 times 5 is negative 20. Always pay close attention to your signs. Subtraction works the same way. Consider 5 times the quantity y minus 2. You simply multiply 5 by y to get 5y, then multiply 5 by negative 2 to get negative 10. So, the final answer is 5y minus 10. Here is the number one mistake students make, the half distribution. They multiply the outside number by the first term, but forget the second one. For example, writing 3 times x plus 4 as 3x plus 4 is incorrect. You must multiply the 3 by the 4 as well, making the correct answer 3x plus 12. To wrap up, remember that the distributive property allows you to multiply a value across a sum or difference. It is essential for simplifying algebraic expressions where you cannot combine the terms inside the parentheses. Just remember, multiply the outside term by every single term inside.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.